As long as it doesn't get me into trouble, Frank.
Listen, I just got a heads up from one of my buddies at HQ. He said Walter Morgan left for PO with tires screeching. I need to lay low for a while. If you see him, you haven't seen me, okay?
Frank, I'm not sure about this.
Holy crap! Morgan's on the premises! I'm not here.
Good morning, Mr. Weiss.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
I'm looking for Frank. Could you tell me where he is, please?
Frank? Frank Coleman? Haven't seen him here.
And where is he, if he's not here?
He's probably out delivering. Could be anywhere.
I guess I'll have to be patient then. We've received a report that a man with a mustache dressed in a light blue shirt was offering illegal fireworks to people in the postal office parking lot. If that man is Frank, and I'm sure it is, then that's strike 3 for Mr. Coleman. Please tell him I'm looking for him. Have a good day.
Is he gone?
Yes, Frank.
Holy crap, that was a close call. Thanks so much, Thomas. I guess Frank Coleman's going into hiding for a while.
Frank, don't you think it's better to just come clean?
Don't worry about it. It'll blow over like always. See you Sunday evening. I guess we'll have to play poker with the curtains closed.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Get ready for a pet peeve from Joseph.
PO positive or pet peeve?
Jack, I've been watching that TV series everyone's been raving about. What's it called? A Hamburger with Fries? I expected a charming sitcom like Bon Appetit, but instead got treated to a lousy mix of mediocre puns and gratuitous violence. If this is where TV shows are heading, then I'm heading the other way.
Oh, boy. Well, I'll bet you'll have the road all to yourself, Joseph. On to the weather. We're starting the day sunny, but we'll have lots of snow for you folks later on. Enough talking. Here's some tunes.
What are the chances this December? The cold wind blowing through the mistletoe and stockings are floating above the fireplace.
Part and parcel.
They say it don't mean nothing unless you got somebody else to share it with. But
Yet another heavy package for you, Ben.
Let me take that off your hands, Thomas. You know I feel guilty enough as it is. Having you lug around those car parts week in and week out.
That's the job, Ben. Neither snow nor rain nor heavy packages.
Stay these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. I'm serious, though. If you don't mind me saying, you're getting up there. Ever think of hanging up the old coat and bag?
Hey, we can't all have our daughters follow in our footsteps when we retire the way you can.
Well, that's true enough. Son of a gun. It's the engine parts for the news van. Didn't expect them to come in so soon.
No, that's great. Now they'll be able to roam around PO for their report.
Yep. With any luck, that thing will be up and running before the end of the day.
Hey, don't rush it, Ben. Remember, you're getting up there yourself.
Yeah. Now get going, you old timer.
They say you don't mean nothing unless you got somebody else to share it with. But I'm alone for Christmas, and I'll be okay. I'll have my own kind of special holiday. You think I'd be rude without you? But I'm fighting under the colored lights here on the phone. Here alone at Christmas time. And if I had to guess what lists you're on, I'd be guessing you'd be getting caught in on not alone for Christmas. And I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll have my whole kind of special holiday. You think I'd be blue without you? But I'm fighting under the color lights here up home. Here alone. Here alone. At Christmas time.
There we go.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September.
Ah, there you are. Could you bring this box over to the diner? And if they ask, there's no discount.
And the late summer sky is like a dying ember.
I'm sorry, but no. Parcels need to go through the post office first.
Oh well, then don't. I couldn't care less about that party.
Oh, wait. It's for the New Year's Eve party? All right, I'll do it.
Thanks. And remember, no discount.
That's not my business. Just going to drop off the box.
Playing chase it puts a smile upon my face.
Nobody's home.
One by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Of September.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, please tell me that's a big box full of snacks from the general store?
This is a big box full of snacks from the general store. Delivered to you free of charge.
You're a doll, Thomas. Did Nancy Carlisle mention anything about a discount?
I'm just here to deliver the box, Maureen.
She'd better give me that discount. But I wouldn't put it past her to charge full price for snacks she'd otherwise have to throw out in a few weeks anyway. That heartless creature.
Maureen, easy now. She just drives a hard bargain.
Pardon my French, Thomas, but she always manages to drive me up a wall. I'll stop bothering you now. I'll think of something, don't you worry.
Hi, Lori.
Oh, hey, Mr. W. Look what Maureen got. An actual arcade machine. Ever play one of these?
Well, is it anything like pinball? I've played that a fair bit.
It's pretty similar. Both are all about getting and keeping the high score. But here you do that by blasting ghosts. Hence the name Ghost Blasters. Still, if you were good at pinball, you should be good at this too. It's all in the reflexes.
My hands aren't quite as fast as they used to be, but maybe I'll give it a shot tomorrow.
You should, it's fun. Anyway, I'm going to get back to it. Really want to get that high score before I need to go back to the garage.
Good luck.
Luck's got nothing to do with it. See you around, Mr. W.
As if I had to guess what list you're on. I've been guessing you'd be getting caught. I am not alone the first place. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. All I want, all special holiday. You think I'll keep alone without you? But I'm fighting under the color lights here of the home. You alone, you alone. At Christmas time.
Hello, Thomas.
Hi there, Beth. What brings you here?
I saw you arrive just now, so I decided to venture across the road with a minor request.
What's so important that you came out here in the cold?
It's just one small thing, I promise, and, well, I suppose you can see what it is. A first gift to the little one, you see, since Christmas in Georgia fell through. It just needs an address, and I'm not sure where to put it. Could I leave this with you so you could make sure it gets where it needs to go? I have the information right here on an old envelope. It's the return address in the top corner.
I'd just put it on its bottom or its belly. Why not try it yourself first, and I can check if it's okay after?
Good tips. I'll remember that for future bears. Right now, I'm a bit strapped for time, though. I have a stack of returned holiday gifts that need sorting before I close.
I've handled many a strange parcel in my day. Not to worry. I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Thomas. Truly. I'll get the postage to you later, I promise. Oh, and please tell Emily I have a great idea for this Sunday's girls' night. It's a surprise. Bye now.
Sure. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hello? Hi, Meredith. It's us. Your dad is standing right next to me.
Hiya.
Hi. Shouldn't you two be at Moe's right now? Yeah, we're about to jump in the car, but we wanted to share some exciting news with you. Oh, first things first, though. How was your Christmas?
Well, I worked. And Tess and I made a Christmas meal you probably won't ever find in a cookbook. But we had a lovely evening. Thanks, Mom. Can I get the exciting news now, please?
Okay, so your dad and I will fly into Florida this September. I won a sweepstakes.
Get out of here. Wow, that's so awesome, Mom. Florida in September. Beats the PO weather, huh?
Oh, sure does.
Dad, are you excited as well?
I sure am.
Aren't you worried about flying there? Last time you came to visit, it took a few hours for that green tinge to leave your face.
Oh, Meredith, don't make it worse than it was.
Fine. Maybe he just boozed too much on the plane. Have you checked if the flight includes free cocktails? Best bring your flask, Dad, just in case.
If you were here for Christmas, you might have gotten one from Santa.
Oh, well. I may not have been there, but at least my boss called to interrupt your dinner. Sorry about that, by the way. Rest assured he was appropriately ashamed.
We all make mistakes, Meredith. Some of us just more than others.
I can't disagree there. Oh, hey, you two shouldn't keep Maureen waiting.
You're right about that. Your dad will go and get the car warmed up, right, honey?
That's my cue. Bye, Em. Take care.
Bye. Have fun tonight.
Car all toasty for us, honey.
You're very welcome, dear. It's my pleasure.
We've been doing this for decades now. I've never stopped looking forward to spending my Saturday evening here with you.
I feel the same way, Em. I'm a lucky man to have you.
Good evening, you two beautiful people. Ready to order? Or should I just write down pancakes for lovely Emily and a T-bone steak for Big Thomas here?
Oh, Maureen, your intuition never ceases to amaze me. It sure is pancake time for me again.
Big Thomas would very much like that, Maureen. Thanks.
You got it. Be right back, folks. Ashley, it's pancake time! And get the steaks out!
This will never get old. But Beth making surprise plans and this Florida trip landing in our lap got me thinking a little bit. If we're getting close to being able to do whatever we feel like doing, does that mean we should stay in PO forever?
And move closer to Meredith? To the big city?
No. I need space and fresh air. And warmth. That's the nice thing about Florida. And it's not like your arthritis will stop acting up in weather like this.
I am looking forward to that Florida trip the more I think about it. It's a perfect opportunity to test the waters.
Oh, wasn't it nice the way Meredith reacted to the news? Although I'm sure she's a little envious.
Yeah. When's the last time she had a few days off and left the big smoke?
Okay, folks, while Ashley's busy in the kitchen, it's time to fill Moe in on a few details. A little birdie told me you two were off somewhere fancy.
Maureen, I was planning on telling you and the girls all about it tomorrow evening. But I'm sure you've also heard it's Florida in September.
Florida in September. Oh, imagine that. Oh, I'm so happy for you two.
Thanks, Maureen. You know even more about the goings-on in PO than the mailman.
Not by choice, mind you. I can't help the people want to get things off their chest every now and then.
And I'm sure you don't mind carrying the heavy burden one bit.
Don't mind it at all. I also heard a few other things, and I don't want to worry you, but I heard that a certain Walter Morgan will probably not be very lenient with holiday requests from the postal office employees.
Would he really get in the way of our Florida trip?
If Walter Morgan gets in the way of that, I'll get in his way.
I don't think I'm supposed to actually run away, but sorry.
Oh, that means dinner's almost ready. Be right back, folks.
See, things like this, they bother me sometimes. Maureen's a sweetheart, but it's almost impossible to have a private life here.
That sure is true. Would be nice to walk around somewhere without everyone calling you mailman.
That's a good thing about working at the motel. Most of the people I'll never see again. Oh, Maureen's heading this way again. Let's just enjoy our lovely dinner together, shall we?
We shall. Have I already told you that you look wonderful tonight?
Look alive, folks. 2 plates of the good stuff.
Oh, Thomas, my dear, sweet husband.
The one and only. No autographs.
Oh, the sweetest man alive. Always prepared to help out anyone who asks for a favor, even on his Sunday off.
Okay, Em. What needs doing?
The motel called, and, well, the TV crew would very much like to rent some movies from the Flick Shack today. But I couldn't just let poor little Angie ferry them over in this weather, so...
So you're driving over there yourself?
I would, but, well, you're the ferry things over expert of the family, and you know how I hate to drive in the snow. Pretty please, dear.
Doesn't sound like I have much choice in the matter. Let me get my coat.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. Tell you what, I'll make some extra tasty snacks for your poker night tonight. How's that?
It's a deal.
Thomas Weiss as I live and breathe. What in tarnation are you doing out and about in the mail truck on a Sunday?
What? Coming over to see my favorite video store clerk isn't reason enough?
No, but seriously, you've come to pick up some movies for the KNW6 crew, right?
You're uncannily good at guessing.
Your wife called ahead.
Yeah, the old ball and chain has me running errands on my day off.
But first things first. So, what's the hot gossip on these out-of-towners?
Well... there's Gabriel Serrano. He's the sound guy. Maureen seems to think he has a crush on Ilsa Richter.
Yeah, that may well be mutual. What about the rest?
Ilsa Richter is their producer. Competent, sarcastic. She kind of reminds me of my daughter.
Well, then I'd like to meet your daughter someday. Because Ilsa I've met. Came into the store yesterday asking about P.O. and whether I liked it here. Cute as a button, that one. And only in town for a couple days. Perfect for a girl on the rebound. Shame she's into men. One in particular.
Ooh, do tell.
The way her eyes lit up when she mentioned that colleague of hers, Gabriel. Trust me, a girl knows. So anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. According to Emily, our intrepid reporters have 2 rooms equipped with VCRs between them. One for Connor Price, KNW6, and one for Ilsa Richter.
Great. I know what we should get for Connor. Got any motivational tapes on how to win friends and influence people?
Great idea. But Connor's already made his pick. Octopussy. It says it's James Bond's all-time high. I guess they forgot about that time he went to the moon.
Fine by me. And what did Ilsa choose?
That's where we come in. See, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with her colleague, Gabriel. Thomas, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with Gabriel.
We can play matchmaker by picking something romantic. Got it.
Exactly. Guide Cupid's arrows, so to speak. After all, 'tis the season.
For a little post-Christmas magic? Maybe.
You and Emily are regular customers, so you know what I have available. So, which film will it be?
Let's go with Love Story. Or is that too on the nose?
It's perfect, and we won't risk being too subtle. It has love right there in the title.
Great. Love Story it is.
The dynamic duo of stupid Cupid strikes again. Although I suppose this is our first strike. Anyway, here's hoping that this is the start of a beautiful love story.
We'll see. Anyway, I'd best be on my way, getting these to the motel.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Thomas. My car, much like myself, is not built for snow. Say hi to Emily.
Will do. Bye, Angie. Special delivery.
Hmm?
I need the room numbers for Price and Richter.
Just drop them off at number 6. That's Richter. She'll take care of it. Thank you!
You're welcome.
Tie your wrap box underneath green branches. What are the chances it's December? The cold winds blowing through the mistletoe and
Movie delivery for Connor Price Wrangler Ilsa Richter.
Yes?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Price. I thought this was Ilsa's room.
No, that's room 9, but think nothing of it, my guy. Ooh, you got me my Bond movie.
Yes, sir. Apparently it's James Bond's all-time high.
Love it. You know, Moore's an even better 007 than Connery. He just oozes that classy British wit. Thank you so much. Ta-da, ta-da, pow!
one foot of snow, and that was decided to go.
Here's hoping this is Ilsa Richter's room.
Yay! Good to see you, Thomas. So, what movie did you and Angie pick for me and Gabe?
Here you go.
Love story. Haven't seen this one. What's it about? Tennis?
No, actually, it's about...
I'm joking. I'm sure it's a story about love of some kind. Let me guess, this was Angie's pick.
Well, let's just say it was a group effort.
Okay, well, color me curious. Hope it's age appropriate for big old puppy dogs. Oh, speaking of, on your way out, could you give a quick knock on Gabe's door, just so he'll know it's movie time? It's room number 2.
Will do.
Great. See ya.
Knock, knock. You know what that means, right?
Thanks, Thomas. I'll be right over.
My work here is done.
Okay, Ben. Question for you. Do you have that ace or not? You don't have to say yes or no. Just say anything. All I need to hear is one word from you to know if you're bluffing. Nothing? Not even a twitch or a blink? All right, I'll do the talking. I'm all in.
Call.
And he just instantly calls me. Great. I don't even need to see your hand. Well played, sir.
Thanks, Jack. You got unlucky there.
I don't know. I just don't have the patience for poker. You know, reading a poker book ain't gonna change that. Hey, Thomas? Why are the curtains closed, by the way? Last time I checked, home games are legal.
It's probably better if Frank answers that question.
I sure can. Walter Morgan's on my tail. Someone snitched on me, and now I need to lay low until I have a good enough alibi.
Morgan again? What'd you do, Frank? I hope you didn't put Lady's underwear in his briefcase again.
And please tell me you stopped putting dead rats in his exhaust.
The classics. No, I didn't prank him at all this time. He's just out to get me. All I did was sell fireworks to someone. He said something about that being my third strike. I might actually lose my job, fellas.
Don't you think he's bluffing, Frank?
I'm afraid not, Thomas. I'm not gonna call his bluff in any case. I just need a plan.
I'm guessing they don't have any photographic evidence. Pictures of you selling these fireworks?
Just that there's a guy fitting my description. What are you getting at?
I might have a little plan. But let's first play a few more hands. I'm down almost $30.
One sec, Jack. Frank, I'm curious. We know Walter Morgan has a few reasons to dislike you, but why do you dislike him?
I could tell you why, but it's not a pretty tale. And it better not leave this room, kitchen.
Sure, Frank.
My lips are sealed, for once.
Frank, I'm not sure if I can keep another secret for you. I'll just go to the John.
Fair enough, Thomas. I can't blame you. All right, so this one time back in the summer of '69, it was before I started working in P.O. There were a couple of pesky stray dogs wandering around HQ. I say pesky, but they never really hurt anyone. Just got a little excited if you walked past them eating a sandwich or whatever. Can't blame them, huh? They were hungry, even though I fed them every now and then. Morgan found out, of course, and after one complaint too many, he took matters into his own hands, or should I say, feet. He lured a couple of them behind his car, and before I knew what was going on, it was too late. I heard a loud and gut-wrenching howl. I saw two dogs run away, and Smokey, my favorite one, limped after them. It's the last time I ever saw those sweet dogs. Then Walter Morgan looked me straight in the eye with a smug grin on his face, and he said, "This is how you do a proper job, Frank." I can still see that grin when I close my eyes.
Okay, that does it. Walter Morgan is now on my eternal shit list, and I'll make sure the rest of P.O. knows about it.
What a despicable human being. I can't believe he did that.
Well, he didn't. I was joking, of course. I don't really have a good reason for disliking Walter Morgan. That boring old pencil pusher just rubs me the wrong way.
Damn it, Frank, you had us good.
Did I miss something?
You sure did, but I'll tell you about it another time.
Okay, folks, ante up. Here we go again.
Psst, Thomas, over here.
Hey, Frank. What are you doing there?
I'm trying to stay out of sight. Looks like Morgan will be at the post office all day. Listen up. Jack and I cooked up a little plan. I'm sure Morgan will be gone soon. But I gotta get out of here now. You haven't seen me.
Be careful on the road today, Mr. Weiss. Truck damage is costly.
P.O. We're starting this week with a warning from Lucinda.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Hi, Jack. KNW6 TV crews filming in P.O. yesterday with Connor Bryce. As a big fan, I just had to ask him for an autograph. He asked me for my name, but he kept calling me Linda. Even after I corrected him twice. Isn't that just rude?
Well, that's a bit rude indeed, Linda. I mean, Lucinda, of course. The weather prediction for today, bright but chilly. Enjoy your day and the music.
Open up the window.
Okay, let's get this to its destination.
September. I can feel the window. And the late summer sky is light.
Hi there, ladies.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Got a delivery for the diner, Kay.
Great. Not from the general store, I see?
Don't think so. It seems way too heavy to be full of hot air.
Oh well. Okay, so before I leave, we had this awesome girls' night yesterday thanks to Beth. It was hilarious. When I first saw where we were going, my brain went, oh my god. And when the guy showed us what we were going to do, my brain went, oh my god! And when we started, it was so yuck, but also so cool, you know? I've never done anything like that before, and I love that I got a chance to find out. But then again, I doubt that I will ever try it again.
Ah, yes, the girls' night. What did you end up doing?
We made haggis.
Oh, Gesundheit.
I said haggis. It's a Scottish dish made from a sheep's liver, lungs, heart, and suet, all stuffed into a sheep's stomach. It's this fascinating traditional gourmet staple stemming from the 15th century, would you believe? Poems have been written about it.
Meat on top of meat? Sign me up.
I have some leftover from last night, if you're interested.
It was so gross. I'll have nightmares about zombie sheep for weeks. Bleh. Okay, hate to leave you two, but I really have to sort out this delivery ASAP. Maureen will go bananas. Talk soon. Thanks again for the great evening, Beth.
Bye.
Bye, Kay. Well, now, I really should get back to the grind as well. Those New Year's price reductions aren't going to fix themselves.
Hold on, Beth. Quick word about Saturday.
Oh? What's on your mind?
Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Don't you worry about me, Thomas. I'm fit as a fiddle. Now, if that's all, I really need to get back to the bookstore.
I don't mean to pry. I just want to make sure everything's good.
What do you mean?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong?
Okay, you've got me. Can we sit down here for a bit? Heavens, I do feel a bit caught out. But I have to admit, it does warm my heart to know that I cannot fool my friends. Well, out with it, Beth. You see, it's my eyes, Thomas. I have glaucoma, which means my optic nerve is deteriorating. I found out a few months ago.
Oh my gosh, Beth. That's terrible.
Thank you. It was a bit of a shock at first. I haven't told Emily yet. Daniel knows. It's not that bad yet, but it's not getting any better either. The thing is, this kind of condition happens slowly. And I haven't been the fastest in getting it treated, but they can stabilize it. That's why I wasn't able to fix the parcel on my own last Saturday. And that's why I'm starting to miss a few details here and there when I'm in the store. Or asking for peas instead of beans at Christmas dinner with all of my friends of all places.
I had no idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
It's sweet of you, but there is no need to treat me any differently. I've been going about my business as usual, first and foremost, because the deterioration is so gradual. Until I couldn't really do the little things anymore. Things like reading small print are getting difficult, which was a painful thing to accept at first. Working in the bookstore is starting to give me more issues than I'd like. Getting older. It's a strange thing, isn't it? It's like that Robert Frost poem. The afternoon knows what the morning never suspected. Doesn't mean I wouldn't mind taking a little nap in between from time to time, though.
Is this why you're really leaving for Georgia? I mean, will you be able to take care of yourself in the long run?
It is a big part of why I'm leaving, yes. But at the same time, it isn't.
How's that?
What I'm trying to say is, when you really look at it, in the end, it's not all bad. You see, every limit is a beginning as well as an ending, as T.S. Eliot puts it. For me, there's really no use dwelling too much on that limit. I can't change it anymore at this point anyway. But I do have a choice in how to deal with it. Plus, Georgia has a lot to offer: museums, social clubs, and most importantly, my family. If you look at it like that, getting older may still feel like a cursed time, surely, but I also see each new year as a gift. An opportunity to start new adventures, explore, and have more fun. You can't take something like that for granted.
I like that mindset.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
Hey, I'd make a pretty poor friend if I didn't.
Well, I guess I really should be going now. Thank you once again, Thomas. I do feel better now that it's out. You're a good friend.
Anytime, Beth. Bye now. Bert's out of town for the holidays, but he did ask me to keep an eye on his place.
Every time you need me, I'm telling you I'm here to stay. Looking at your castle, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay, let's get this in one. I'm freezing my ass off. When Chekhov saw the long winter, he saw a winter bleak and dark and bereft of hope. Yet we know that winter is just another step in the cycle of life. In the summer months, this lake is bustling with activity. As the local fishermen cast their rods, the tourists plunk down hard-earned cash to rent a boat and spend a delightful sun-soaked day on the water. Not so during this particularly harsh winter, however. Now the watery heart of Providence Oaks finds itself completely frozen over. No, that won't do as an analogy, because now we're sort of implying the residents have grown cold-hearted during the winter. Doesn't work, doesn't scan.
Yeah, and what was with that Chekhov stuff?
I don't get it. Chekhov? Like from Star Trek?
All right. Let's try something else. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. How's it going?
Oh, don't mind me. I wouldn't want to interrupt.
Hey, listen, how about I ask you a couple of questions on camera? Just simple stuff about the town.
I'd rather not. I'm a bit camera shy.
You'll be fine. You're a natural. Just move over here. Are we both in the shot?
Yeah, that's fine.
This'll be great. The lake as a backdrop. Perfect. Let's go. All right. This is...
His name is Thomas Weiss.
I knew that. Thomas and I go way back. As the local mailman for truly countless years, Thomas Weiss knows Providence Oaks like he knows the back of his own hand. So, Mr. Weiss, how would you characterize this small, cold town and its warm inhabitants?
That's easy, Connor. Whether you're new in town or have lived here for ages, what's clear is this. Providence Oaks seems simple enough, although it's not without its complexities. But one thing's for certain. When the low winter sun hits that shimmering water just right, you realize Providence Oaks is breathtaking. And wherever you are, or whatever you face, here, a goodbye never has to be a farewell.
And cut. That's so sweet, Thomas Weiss. Completely unusable, but sweet. I know I've got goosebumps.
Yeah, that went well, kind of. Now, let's scout out the establishing shots at the far end of the pier. Let's go, Connor.
Aye, Captain.
Gabe, you can take 5. My advice would be to take those 5 in the van, to reduce the risk of any further ass freezing off incidents.
Noted. Thanks, Ilsa.
Yeah, my man. Nice little interview back there. Let's hurry this up, okay, Ilsa?
Just setting up some shots here. So beautiful. Oh, and thanks for your time, Thomas.
Mr. Weiss. Thomas, sir.
Hi, Gabriel. What's up?
Just that, well, we'll be ringing in the new year right here in Providence Oaks. So, my mom is shipping over my tuxedo. Can you make sure it arrives okay? She says she clearly marked the package Serrano Room 2.
Oh, of course. Mailman's promise. So, how did you and Ilsa like the movie?
Oh man, it was beautiful. Heavy stuff, though. At the end, Ilsa totally had tears in her eyes. And, well, so did I. There is something else I wanted to ask you about. I guess I'm curious. How did you, like, woo your wife?
It's pretty simple and cliched. She's my high school sweetheart. I took her to the fairy tale dance. We snuck off to smooch under the bleachers, and the rest is ancient history. But I'm guessing that doesn't help you with what you really want to know. You want to know if you should make a move on Ilsa.
Shh, keep it down. Don't mention her name. But yeah, terrible at that kind of stuff. It's just, you seem like a wise man. I'd really appreciate your advice.
Well, okay then. My advice is to think about how things felt last night. Let that guide your decision. It might sound corny, but you can't go wrong following your heart.
Wow. And is that your definitive judgment?
Definitive judgment sounds a little heavy-handed, but basically, yeah.
All done. Hey, what are you two schmoozing about?
Oh, we were discussing the delivery of Gabriel's New Year's Eve attire.
Excellent. Now start the engine, Gabriel. We're rolling out pronto. Man alive, it's cold today.
On it, Mr. Price. Thanks, Thomas. You've been a huge help. So, take good care of that tux, yeah?
Will do. Bye, folks.
Don't wanna sleep tonight. Just wanna watch them stars fall. You don't wanna try to make up just to be seen. I wanna lay beside you, quiet. By your breath and open sky. It's not what we know. It's where we go. The rings will tell us goodbye. It's not what we think. It's what we choose to be. Flowers, high grass, and your feet. To each second is a tree. I keep my balance next to you. It's true.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Fly your breath and open sky. It's not what we know. It's where we go. I grow wings and tell us goodbye. It's not what we see. It's what we choose. is already fire breath and open sky.
Oh, Thomas! Hello there! Could you be a sweetheart and bring that over to me?
Of course.
Oh, careful now. Robert cleared most of the snow, but it's still a bit slippery. Thank you so much. If only I still had the balance and agility of my feline friends. Oh, and good day to you, of course.
Good day to you too, Mildred. And Genevieve.
Thomas, honestly, this isn't Genevieve. It's Mortimer. They look nothing alike. Isn't that right, Mortimer?
Oh, pardon me. I can't quite keep track of all your cats.
Well, I do have a lot of them. But not quite as many as there are streets in Providence Oaks. And you can keep those apart. So, what do you have for me today, Thomas?
Just a letter.
Let's see. This sounds interesting. Apparently, I need to make a few copies of this letter, and if you send this letter along with $5 to the first 6 people on this list, your name will be added to the bottom. Soon enough, your name will rise to the top. Then many people will send you $5. You will earn lots of money with one small investment. Oh, what a great idea! What do you think, Mortimer?
Mildred, that's a classic chain letter scam. Don't fall for it. No one ever got rich off of one of those. Well, except for the post office.
Are you sure, Thomas? They make it sound so easy.
They always do. There's no such thing as a free lunch, sadly.
$30 is quite a bit of money. I'll think about it.
You do that, Mildred. See you at Moe's tomorrow night?
Probably. Bye, dear.
Swear I'm not a liar. Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. Now that I'm older, I've settled down. It's late December, there's no tree to be found. Wasn't out, married in June. Now she wants a Christmas tree. What am I to do? I told the baby I didn't think this would matter. Besides those damn trees, they're a real fire hazard. And I'll have you know the doctor just diagnosed me. A little something called...
McGill's got such a great price on this house when the Sugarmans moved away.
That's post-traumatic Christmas tree fire stress disorder. It's a real thing. You can look it up. It's a funny story. At least it is to me. Love for others, especially my mother.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
I'm not a liar. Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. Well, I swear I'm not a liar. Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. up, let it take me. Everybody here's waiting for something. But I'll be on my way, I'll make it there by New Year's Eve. Stop dragging your heart around, baby. Stop letting the chances slip you by. Stop staying another day, baby. Play your own night goodbye. Got myself a job planning card. It's not too much to go on, but I'll make it fine. Ooh, still anything's better than just hanging around, yeah. Stop dragging your heart around, baby. Stop letting the chances slip you by. Stop staying another day, baby. Play your own night goodbye.
You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, you're forced to lose. Your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your light, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got invincible spells, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down.
And that's the last one. Whew.
My witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules. Talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is black, and it's the fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your feet when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. Come on. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting every
Hey, Thomas, have you seen Jack?
Nope, I haven't, Frank. How did it go with Morgan?
Didn't happen yet, but I need Jack to pull it off. I'm a sitting duck right now. I'm toast if Morgan suddenly shows up.
Really? What's the worst that can happen?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. Mr. Coleman, I see you've managed to be present at the job position you're currently holding. I think it's time you and I had a little chat inside the office.
Mr. Morgan, it's so good to see you again. A little chat sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid there's an extremely urgent parcel I have to deliver right now. So stay put, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
You can stay right here, Frank. I'm sure Mr. Weiss would be happy to deliver that package for you. Right, Thomas?
I've got a better idea. Let's just go to Moe's, have a few beers, and talk it all over like adults.
Excuse me, sir? Hi.
Hello. I heard you were looking for a guy in a light blue shirt with a mustache to purchase illegal fireworks in the parking lot of the post office? Well, you found him.
Illegal fireworks? Who do you think I am?
Sir, you don't have to keep your guard up. Frank and Thomas here both know me very well, and I'm sure they won't tell a soul about what you're doing right now. So, what will it be? I've got rockets, Roman candles, fountains, sparklers. I even have barrages that'll give you a fireworks extravaganza that you won't ever forget.
I think there must be a misunderstanding here. Please, don't put Mr. Morgan in this position. If people walk by and see this, they might snitch on him and get him into trouble. He could even lose his job over this.
Yeah, why don't you go inside so you can do your dealings without all these prying eyes around?
I'll tell you what will happen now. I'm going to get in my car, start the engine, drive home, and pretend I did not just spend 3 days in Providence Oaks for absolutely nothing.
Sir, if you take a left at the deer statue, you'll eventually pass my barn, and I can fill your trunk there in just 1 minute. Do you have cash on hand?
Gentlemen, I'll be back next year. Frank Coleman, your luck will run out one day.
I wouldn't bet on it. Tally-ho, Morgan.
Boy, oh boy.
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
Hello?
Evening, Thomas. It's Maureen.
Oh, hi, Maureen. If you're looking for Emily, she's at the motel right now.
I was actually looking for you, Thomas. I don't know what to do with this Nancy situation. I get so worked up just thinking about it. And that usually gets in the way of doing the right thing, you know? I need to talk to someone who's a bit more emotionally detached from the situation.
I'm not sure if that's me, Maureen.
Well, I am. What would you do, Thomas? Give in to that Nancy Carlisle and her overpriced snacks? Or tell that woman to take a hike, but risk ending up with a lackluster New Year's Eve party?
A party is about having a good time with people you like. Who cares if the snacks aren't great?
That's what I'd like to think as well. But I just don't like to disappoint people.
People should be glad you're throwing a party at all. They can leave if they don't like it.
I think you're on to something there, Thomas. I'm not yet totally sure what I'm gonna do, but at least my mind's at ease now. Thanks for lending me your ear and advice. You're a doll.
You're welcome, Maureen. Take it easy.
I hate to admit it, Klaus, but if it wasn't for you, I would have been a goner.
Ha! You can't say that about the other guy.
You betcha! You made a mess, man. Blood and guts everywhere.
It's not the first time I made Schweinbraten without cooking. Haha!
Good morning, P.O. I'm starting today with the weather forecast. It will be bright and beautiful. Which brings us to the last P.O. positive or pet peeve of the year. It's one from yours truly, who'd like to end 1985 on a positive note.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
We all know P.O. is the best place. And it's, of course, all because of the people living here. And by people, I mean most of the people. The majority. More than half in any case. So, thank you for that. Now let's keep it up. I've got a feeling 1986 will be a special year. Stay safe out there tonight. Have a good one. Cheers. Back to the music.
Part and parcel.
The vending machine is out of soda. I'll refill it later this week.
Special delivery for a Mr. G. Serrano. He's not in. I should probably leave it with Ilsa then. Room 9. Knock, knock.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, is that Gabriel's tux?
Signed, sealed, delivered. That's the Weiss guarantee.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Right then.
I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long. Ooh, when I do smile, witchcraft. Ooh, ooh. When I do smile, witchcraft. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Well.
Great. So... see you tonight at the diner. Oh, and thank you.
My pleasure, Ilsa.
There's no way you'll know when, but maybe someplace far from you and I. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. Dancing through the last days of September.
Oh, hey, Thomas. We're about to do a little interview, but you're welcome to listen in. Mr. Price, you know Thomas Weiss, don't you?
Sure do. You're resident mailman, am I right? Good to see you, man.
Should I just stand over here?
That was Open Sky by Velvet Moon, one of my favorites. Folks, we have a special treat for you today because I have a guest here at the Reynolds Studio. You know that happens from time to time, but today it's a bona fide big shot. None other than KNW6's own newsman extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Price.
Thanks for having me, Jack. Always nice to talk to a fellow broadcaster. So, how long have you been doing this local show?
Coming up on our 10th anniversary, Mr. Price. But you've been at KNW6 for longer than that, no?
Yeah, it's been... Gosh, can you believe I started there way back in '66? As a segment producer on Portland Rise and Shine. Still remember the title of my first item, too. Is Poplin Still Poppin'?
That's a great title. And yet, this is the first time you've come to Providence Oaks.
First time staying a while, at any rate. So, Mr. Reynolds, how would you describe this town?
Well, I'd say it's... Hey! Wait a minute. Who's interviewing who here? I'll ask the questions, thank you very much.
Apologies, my friend. Just can't help myself. Always chasing the story, me. It's the commitment I've made to our viewers. The price guarantee.
So, what stories are you chasing here in P.O.?
Oh, you know, just trying to capture the old couleur locale. I must say, the people here are very friendly, and I hope the feeling's mutual. Right, Thomas? That's Thomas the mailman over there. But never mind, he's not mic'd.
Yes, and no, I'm not.
You don't say. Because we happen to have a little section called P.O. Positive or Pet Peeve. You might have heard of it?
Can't say I have, but I do like the alliteration.
Well, Lucinda Boyle called in a pet peeve yesterday, saying you were quite rude to her when she asked you for an autograph.
Well, I'm sure that was a misunderstanding, See, I must have been on a really tight schedule, because otherwise I'd do anything for a fan. That's...
The price guarantee, right? Sure. Anyway, we'll be back with Connor Price, KNW 6-star reporter, right after this.
What the hell, Jack? Ambushing me like that live on air?
Relax, just joshing you a little. But I'll let you plug the heck out of this Oregon Trail thing you're filming. How's that? We'll make sure everyone in town fully cooperates with your crew in the home stretch.
Aha, well, speaking of the home stretch, I better get back to my job as a serious broadcaster. It's been real, pal. Can you believe this guy? Sheesh.
Don't take it personally, Mr. Price. Jack's a swell guy.
Huh. That's the thanks I get for stopping by amateur hour.
Sorry you had to witness that, Thomas. Made for good radio, though. While it lasted, anyway. I'll see you at Moe's tonight, yeah? You don't want to miss what Frank's been cooking up.
I'm looking forward to it with no small amount of trepidation.
So is Frank. He's as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Should be quite entertaining.
Making it important to be the first in line. So when the cookie crumbles, the best piece they will find. Oh, we're racing to a red line. It's right there before our eyes, somehow hidden in plain sight. And we're all racing to red lights. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to swear free. I'm just as bad as you, and sometimes worries you see. But all this crazy, right? I'm looking for the breaks. Come join me in the search. I think that's what it takes. Oh, we're racing to red light. It's right there before our eyes, somehow hidden in plain sight. We're all racing to red light.
Thanks again for the little chat we had yesterday evening.
Have you made a decision on what to do?
Yep, and I hope it's the right one. But I guess some situations don't have a perfect solution. You'll find out tonight, Thomas. We'll have a grand old time regardless.
Racing to red light. We're all racing to red light.
Tidy wrapping boxes underneath green branches. What are the chances it's December? The cold wind's blowing through the mistletoe and stockings are floating above the fireplace. But here's the thing about Christmas: they say it don't mean nothing unless you got somebody else to share it with. I'm alone this Christmas, and I'll be okay. I'll have my own kind of special holiday. but I'm fine under the colored lights here alone. Here alone. One foot of snow, one foot of snow, and that was ready to go. You play with angels and I carry those, man. White and red ornament, white and red ornament, and everything festive. Carefully sewn onto my lifted sweater vest. Oh, but it's the thing about Christmas. They say you don't mean nothing unless you find somebody else to share it with. But I'm going for Christmas, and I'll be okay. I'll have my own kind of special holiday. You think I'd be blue here without you, but I'm fine under the colored lights here alone. Here alone.
There we go.
If I had to guess what list you're on, I'd be guessing you'd be getting caught in all night long for Christmas. And I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll have my own kind of special holiday. You think I'd be blue here without you, but I'm fine under the colored lights here alone. Here alone. Here alone. At Christmas time. Tidy wrap boxes underneath.
A momentous occasion, to be sure.
Stockings are floating above the fireplace. But here's the thing about Christmas. They say it don't mean nothing unless you got somebody else to share it with. But I'm alone this Christmas, and I'll be okay. I'll have my own.
Hello? Hi, Meredith. It's the Weiss family again. We wanted to wish you a happy new year before we're going to Moe's.
Hey, thanks. We've got a little over an hour left here before it's 1986.
You'll watch out for those fireworks, won't you? They're so unpredictable.
I will. I'll probably stay inside anyways.
We've got 4 more hours to go, but Happy New Year! I'd rather be early than late. Are you going anywhere to celebrate?
Thanks, Dad. We're all a bit drained after making the deadline. Some guys from the office were going to do a ER Kung Fu tournament, but I didn't feel like it.
A Kung Fu tournament? On New Year's Eve?
Yes, Mom, it's a video game. But Tess and I are going to watch Trading Places instead at my place. I think that New Year's Eve is overrated anyway. People seem to think it must be the best night of the year, but all you usually get is a lot of drama and a solid hangover. My New Year's resolution was not to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve anymore. And it looks like I'm not gonna break it. But don't let that ruin your evening.
I totally understand you, Meredith. My best New Year's Eve was actually one I spent all by myself. I don't know why, but that night I've never felt more at peace. And most parties aren't worth the hangover anyway.
Maybe that's because you usually forget half of what happened. Sorry, Meredith. Your father's memory needs a little grease between the hinges.
Like starting the car in time before going to Moe's?
Bingo!
Okay, guys, I won't hold you up. Have a great evening, and a Happy New Year. Love you.
My beautiful people, may I have your attention for half a minute? First of all, welcome to Moe's. We're excited to celebrate the last few moments of 1985 together with you. It was quite an undertaking to host this New Year's Eve party at the last minute. So if you feel like the snack situation isn't up to standard, you're right. But we do have enough tater tots, french fries, potato wedges, and potato pancakes to feed the entire village. Thank you so much for that, Jack. And thank you all for coming. Cheers to a great evening.
Well, if it isn't my favorite KNW6 news team.
In the flesh.
Hi, Thomas.
Darndest thing. I've had this song stuck in my head all day. It goes, witchcraft, ooh.
Witchcraft, ooh. What a coincidence. That's been stuck in my head, too.
He knows. He heard you sing it in the shower.
Oh, right.
Elsa Richter, ladies and gentlemen. Segment producer, car problem solver, and joke explainer extraordinaire.
There we go. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
Hello, Mr. Price. So, is the segment on Providence Oaks in the can yet?
Almost, my friend. Still have to shoot the countdown to the new year. Hopefully that gives us the ending we need. I've been promised a spectacle.
Easy on the alcohol there, Connor. We still need you on camera. Can't have you slurring your words.
Slurring my words? Whatever do you mean, Ilsa?
Quit fooling, you guys. It's getting close to midnight. Let's set up and get ready.
Showtime. Okay, getting into character. See you on the flip side, mailman.
Hi, honey. There goes that Connor Price. Would you believe the motel had to custom order a blow dryer just for him? He tipped generously, though. Oh, is that Beth sitting over there? Let's join her.
Good evening, my dearest of friends. Almost time for Auld Lang Syne, eh? Did you know that Auld Lang Syne was written down by Robert Burns in the 18th century? And that he based it on an old Scottish folk song? He wrote it to a different melody than the one we sing today, but I have to say, I do like this version. And it's often sung after a special dinner where haggis is served. Would you believe?
Honestly, Beth, I don't know how we'll get by without these fascinating facts when you're gone.
Well, I will still be selling sets of encyclopedias at the store for a few more months if you need them. I'll cut you a nice deal.
Only if you'll help load them into my truck.
All joking aside, my friends, now that a new year is upon us, I feel a moment of thanks is in place. I know I've kept my situation from you for a while, but now that it's out in the open, I honestly don't know why I didn't share it with you sooner. Pride, I suppose. But I feel so much better now. So thank you, my friends.
That's what we're here for.
Glad we could be there for you, Beth. And thank you for opening us to it. We'll always be there for you. But you have to let us in first. I hope you'll remember that when you're in Georgia.
Definitely. In fact, it's my new resolution for 1986. Along with letting go and seeing where life takes me. What about you, Emily? Any resolutions?
Well, less work and more fun, I suppose. Now that this guy Matt is joining the motel, I am looking forward to a bit more quality time. What about you, honey?
Another year with you is all I could ever hope for, dear.
Oh, I love you too, Big Bear.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Well, whatever the future brings, this old acquaintance here will be hard-pressed to ever forget you two.
Same here, Beth.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be able to forget you if we tried. Not that we tried, of course. And like you said, let's focus on the new beginnings that come along with them.
And what better time for new beginnings than New Year's Eve?
Attention! If you want to see the biggest fireworks show west of the Rocky Mountains, you better be standing outside in about 10 minutes.
That's my cue. From a little spark may burst a flame, as Dante once put it. But I need to visit the ladies' room first, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. See you outside.
Isn't she marvelous? I'm so happy for her. I am going to miss Bethany.
So will I. But she'll still be around for a while, so it won't be too abrupt.
It makes me feel a bit melancholic. Even more than I usually am on New Year's Eve. This odd feeling of looking back and forward at the same time, and now I'm doing that over a much longer period than just the coming and going of the year.
I know what you mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like to take my time and reminisce about all the things that happened.
Oh, yes. We should appreciate what we have a bit more. And don't just let life pass us by without noticing. So let's enjoy the here and now. Our wise and beautiful daughter just taught us not to demand that this should be the best evening of the year. But we're allowed to try it, right? So this is where my speech ends, my dear husband. And now I need a glass of champagne.
I'll drink to that, and to you, and all the good things the new year will bring us. Maureen, I need champagne. For me and my beautiful wife.
You got it, sir. Just grab your glasses and join me in the bottle outside. It's less than a minute now.
20 seconds on go, Mr. Price. Go.
And so, 1985 draws to a close. With mere seconds left in the year, I've been told this little lake town will strive to end 85 with a bang. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Holy Toledo! Ilsa, are we getting this?
Somebody check on Frank!
That sure sounds like a delicious eggnog recipe.
Hurry up, dear. It's coming up next.
Yes, don't get too excited now. It's just a preview, remember?
And now, a man with a very special New Year's resolution.
and he's going to tell us all about it. Isn't that right, Sybil?
Absolutely, Bob. It's none other than our roving reporter, Connor Price. Connor, my dear, where in blazes are you?
Well, Sybil, I'm in beautiful Providence Oaks, wishing you and Bob and our viewers a joyful 1986. And as for my New Year's resolution, Bob, why, it's my very special price guarantee to all of you that I will be sharing gripping tales and intimate portraits from all over Oregon in an all-new series of special reports on small-town America. Part 1 will air tonight at 8, right here on KNW6. And it will be all about the gorgeous little lake town where I was fortunate enough to spend the waning days of 1985. Here, let's take a look at an exclusive sneak peek. Providence Oaks, an idyllic town by a lake just south of Melville. It's where this reporter counted down to 1986. And although, unfortunately, the fireworks started a little early, so we didn't quite manage to catch them on tape. Take it from me, it was quite the spectacle, courtesy of postal worker Frank Coleman.
Just a faulty batch of leftover 4th of July material, I guess. Not mine, anyway. No siree. But I'm all right, folks. Really, everyone can stop calling me at home. I'm A-OK.
And perhaps that encapsulates the true nature of Providence Oaks, or P.O., as it's called by those who know and love it. It's a town where, even when things don't go as planned, folks will be all right and A-OK.
It's just, we help each other out, and there's nothing we can't fix.
A town where first impressions can be deceiving.
This town may look sleepy from the outside, but trust me, there's always so much stuff to do and take care of. Ugh.
A town where generations have grown up.
It's a great place to raise kids, and also a great place to have been raised as a kid. Myself, I mean. Back when I was a kid, being raised here. Was that okay?
A town where patience is still a virtue.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if this is where I'll find what I'm looking for. But I do know I can keep looking here for as long as I want, and that feels great.
A town full of unique individuals that, deep down, have more in common than you'd think.
The average Providence Okian probably doesn't exist. We do tend to keep to ourselves until someone needs us. Then we show up. Always.
A town you can't help but love.
I just think it's the best place in the whole wide world. Sue me.
And where everyone has a story to tell.
To me, it's all about the people. Because...
Yes, well, leave it to the mailman to say it best.
Here, a goodbye never has to be a farewell.
Indeed. Providence Oaks, like so many other places in our great state of Oregon, is a small town with a big heart. This is Connor Price, KNW6, P.O.